and gentlemen, this is another what?
Speak up.
You got the microphone right there.
I know. You can be louder. See how my thing goes up to just yellow when I'm just loud, or am I interrupting you?
Yeah, this is a relationship episode, so I figured I would use my sexy voice.
Oh.
This is me, Maserati After Midnight. This is the Maserati Show once again. You are here. We should dim the lights a little bit, but fuck it. Ricky will do it later on. She ain't doing shit. I am your host, Maserati. This is a person that's next to me, as always.
Be okay, Pepper Potts. I hate you.
And we have a very special guest with us here today.
Hi there, Steel Award-winning Vigatron. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Would you like to tell people who you are, a little background?
Pick a point to start, and then we'll bounce around there.
Pick a point to start.
Yeah,
well,
pick a point in your life to start.
Fucking award-winning Vigatron. What more needs to be said other than that? Well, a lot. I don't do much.
Prince fan?
You think? Without question. But
we didn't ask you.
Exactly. That's all I have to say too.
See, I was doing it for a reason, though.
Yeah, we didn't.
It ain't like we got them on the same day, Ricky. Calm down.
We didn't ask you.
No, you don't.
We're talking about the guests, and you just want to interrupt. It's not always about you, Ricky.
Right. This isn't our binding. This isn't our Prince binding moment.
Goodness gracious.
Nonetheless, do a little acting, do a little rapping, do a little podding. All around international asshole.
What's the name of your pod now? We don't mind anybody promoting this stuff. Come on, man.
Oh, you want me to promote?
Yeah.
I can promote.
Ain't it weird? It's like okay to promote your shit on here.
So first of all, other than tonight, since I took this Saturday night to come here to do this, normally you can catch me at Fat Bastards down on West 25th, 1278 West 25th. I do a little bit of stripping. It is what it is. Caters to the big dudes for women that like that kind of thing. I did a Blurs and Clips podcast with BK Watts, and go to Vigatron.com and download everything for free except horror stories. Pay for that.
You gotta pay for that.
$5.
I got it though. I was even in a video of a particular song that always gets stuck in my head every time I hear it.
That's what I do.
But that's a good thing though, because that song legit gets stuck in my head. Like I'll kind of get a little aggravated sometimes when it just pops in my head. Like, fuck, I'm stuck with this.
Well,
for the rest of the day. Which is the song Had Her Like, which I was in the video, but I guess it still ain't about me. All right.
What did you do in the video, Ricky? Did you twerk?
Hell no. With what? First of all. No, what did we do? Well, I got a lot of the behind the scenes shots. I did do that. And then the video part with that had the gold background and the silver background, which was filmed by Ghetto Kids Big Dream. Damn, she good. And he had the whole set design going. So I did the crazy little yah shit and like almost failed the first few times. And then the second time I didn't know because I didn't want to like a complete idiot through the whole video.
Yeah, I don't even think a lot of that guy used, but
no, it didn't. But I was seeing multiple times.
No, you
no.
As far as the gold background, I know a lot of that didn't end up getting used. I noticed that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not complaining because I know I look like a fool, but it was also okay because it worked with the song. Like I had no problem looking crazy. You missed it though.
You missed it. I missed it.
Yeah, you missed the video. Shoot.
Well, I didn't invite him. I ain't know him.
Well, see, I was gonna slide that in there, but you jumped.
Were there whores there?
Unfortunately, not.
Oh, all right.
No.
It was a good video shoot day. Like everything from what I could see, I don't know, but everything did as it was supposed to do. Everybody was definitely professional. So you got a good video. Even if it did go wrong, just leave it alone.
No, nothing went wrong.
Yeah.
It took longer than expected, but no.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, no horse. It was just 2 vaginas there in total.
Yeah, that's right. It was just. I just don't realize it. Jeez. Well, Burner was there. Does that count?
Wow.
Ooh, I can't wait to replay that one.
Call Burner a pussy.
Jeez.
Wow.
Now you said that word. I just.
Same thing.
All right.
Ricky may not be here for the next show.
Do you have the remote? Because we have. Okay. Well, we.
It don't work.
What you mean it don't work?
I'm pressing shit on this thing.
Don't tell me it doesn't work after I did all of that. Let me see. I don't think. Oh no, it works.
don't know.
Just keep pushing the button. Go ahead and say what we're doing while we're sitting here just talking about this stupid little thing. You want to say what?
She got on vibrating panties every time one of us say just fuck it. I'm supposed to vibrate.
That's the name of the show?
Figure.
Oh my God. Oh God, it's off. Yeah, it worked. It's still on though.
You don't, I guess you gotta hold it.
Yeah, just hold it down maybe. I don't know how to turn it off, but yeah, just hold it down.
Is that what that is? Buzzer?
Yeah. Stop. Push the button.
I'm trying to turn it off, Freaky. What are you want me to do? Your panties are malfunctioning.
They are. So the idea came from seeing this video with this lady, and she had hers, and I was like, "Yo, what if we did that? And every time somebody said the word of the show, then we can use it. But you got to figure out how to turn that off, and then that would work a lot better. Also, it's kind of loud.
It is loud.
How does that even happen organically?
What do you mean organically?
Orgasmically, or
that too. But to say, just say fuck it. I mean, when does that come up?
I mean, sometimes you just don't have an answer to something, and you just gotta say fuck it.
I understand. I'm just thinking organically. Well, I hope that comes up. It seems like people will be aiming to say it more than it would naturally happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because this ain't like you can't do that on television when somebody says I don't know and then slime comes down.
Ooh, I don't know what you did to turn that off. Thank you. So that is the purpose of that. I think we gave a pretty decent demonstration.
How does it feel, Ricky?
It's interesting. I'll put it that way. Like the little, I'm keeping it. I bought it for the purpose of the show, but it's mine now. That's over.
Rick's about to wear this battery out.
Hey, it only takes 2 AAA batteries. That's so cheap. Better than being played. So yes, that is the purpose of having this on the show today. But I am not responsible for topics today. That job fell to this guy over here.
Hey, do they have that for men? Like, do they have like draws that they just like got different speeds?
I don't know. I wasn't looking for it. I was
Man,
looking for myself. Which, by the way, you don't know this, but this was supposed to be his job. Tell me how I ended up doing it. Same day.
What topics?
No, finding the stuff. That was supposed to be on you to find out where, and somehow I ended up doing it.
Hey, I looked online. They was talking about by the time it got delivered, it would have been too late. But
you know what I did? The old school way. I called the store. And you know what I did? I drove to said store and picked it up. Amazing.
You went to a dog park, didn't you?
I'm okay with promoting them because I go there enough. I went to Spencer's. Spencer's got all that shit in the back.
Where is a Spencer's?
The mall.
Where's there a mall that's still
Minner
open?
Mall, North Olmsted Mall. What are y'all talking about? There's still malls that are open.
It's like 3.
I'm saying not on the east side, so I mean, but not on my part of the east side. Let me clarify because you said Minner. So
Yeah, Minner. But I've always gone to Minner Mall and the mall over on the west side. So, and those, Great Lakes might not last that much longer, but I know the one on the west side, they should be open for a little bit. Like they all their store fronts are still there. Because remember how we're old enough now that we've seen the process of a mall shutting down. So I can say Minner Mall is somewhat on its way, but I mean, shout out to like Amazon existing.
yeah, but that's my point. I've watched 4 of them die in my life.
Yeah. But while they're working, I'll pop up.
And I'm the eldest in the room, so I definitely remember.
I don't know. He might have.
He is not on.
I'm 25.
The lies.
Regardless, I know neither one of y'all can say y'all damn near 50. So
No,
there it is.
I'm not that.
Ricky
far.
got 1 more year. Yeah, you got 1 more year.
I'm actually not that far. 50 is
Ricky got 1 more
not.
year.
It's creeping up, and
it's still more than a decade for you to cut that shit out.
you think?
No,
Let's
for a
leave it
fact.
at
I don't know why you keep acting like I don't know enough about you to be able to make.
Okay, it's not
100%.
that far over a decade. I'll put it that way. How old do you think I am?
As I said, by context, you have to be somewhere near or the same age as my nephew because I know you know my nephew,
Which nephew?
Ryan Roberts.
Oh yeah, I think I messaged you before, and I'm like, I'm not sure where I can remember him from, but I do know the name. All right, sir. You have topics today, so I'm
Shit, just fuck it.
Oh, you don't know how to work it.
Oh, damn. That's what she said. Literally.
Okay, there it is. All right, now you get to turn it back off. I should have got the more expensive one where you could probably just push the button one time. Can you turn it back off though?
No, you was talking shit.
See, this is the part I knew I didn't want you to have the remote control. Can you please turn it off?
God damn it. All right, give me a second.
That's supposed to be an off. This is not how this
Well, you didn't read the directions to explain to me how you just
Well,
turned
listen,
it
it
off.
also wasn't my job to buy the thing.
Hey, do me a favor. Raise your hand when it's off.
Can you please turn it? Just hold it down. Hold. Get your.
I'm trying to turn it off, Ricky. You see me hitting the button, right? It's turning red. You all right?
Here's a better question other than should I leave? Should you get her a towel or something?
Nah.
I still got a little PPP money left over. I can still get another
Oh.
couch. Shit goes sour.
Can you please turn this?
I got that, Ricky. I'm hitting the button.
Oh my God, move.
Oh my goodness.
What are your topics? What's your first topic?
Oh,
Yikes. What's your topic? What is your first topic, sir?
man, that motherfucker's rumbling over there. You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. What's your first topic?
I bet you are. Oh man. Our first topic is sex on the first date. Because as I was on social media, I seen people talking about different things as far as having sex on the first date and men feeling like, you know, maybe it makes a female lose her value or he not gonna take her serious if, you know, she gives it up too soon, this, that, and the third. You know, little simple shit like that. And I jumped in on the conversation because, of course, I'm gonna always be an advocate for fucking on the first date. Shit, I mean, what are you waiting for? We grown.
Guy,
Like,
you get to do that.
I mean, all right, let's be honest. We have a lot of bullshit going on in our work. And one of those things that I call bullshit on is this whole body count thing where people go, I don't want a high body count. Dirk said he chose his girl based on her having a low body count. I mean, let's be honest. Between you and your God, how many people know what the fuck your body count is? Like, don't nobody know if you didn't have sex with 2 or 2,000. That is the number that you know of. If you know the number.
Yeah.
I'm grown. I've been stopped counting. I stopped counting at 18. After number 2, I was like, I'm done counting. There's no point in me sitting up here writing this shit down, trying to keep track, no shit like that. I don't know what my body count is. I don't give a fuck. Why does it really fucking matter? Unless you just slide in some shit and you just like, man, just room me in this motherfucker. You get into some pussy and there's just all type of room in that bitch.
Oh my God. And look, okay. I don't even know where to begin with two things that you just said.
Start.
One, women definitely get judged differently than men for sex on the first date, although men want to have sex with women unless, you know, that's not their thing. So yeah, it's different for women, and also I'll say for women based upon how she feels about herself, because some women they don't give a fuck what you label them as. I know we're heading differently in society where a lot more women definitely don't care now. And what was the second thing you said?
What about being roomy?
What?
That body count.
No.
I said a whole lot of shit.
You can have a whole ass baby that's way bigger than either one of y'all. It goes back. So how do y'all, or I'm gonna say you, because he hasn't stated whether or not he feels the same way about that. Why do you think a body count makes a difference as into how loose or tight she is?
Oh, I mean, shit. If you get in there and that motherfucker loose, then I'm gonna have some questions about what's going on. Because I know some hoes that still got some tight ass pussy. So I need to know, like, what's going on? Why is it so roomy in this motherfucker? Why is there so much extra room? I know some hoes with some high ass body counts.
Okay, so then you're not saying the body count makes the difference.
No, I don't give a fuck about a body count.
No,
who knows what the body count is?
Do you
I'm only gonna have questions. I'm only gonna question her if that motherfucker is just too loose. Because I feel like, hey, I mean, your shit is up there. You might be in the tens of thousands. You might be the female Will Chamberlain.
Hey, I'm not tripping. Do you agree with that?
How did I end up on this show with this topic?
We have different discussions every week.
I thought I was on like the entertainment and movie and film episode.
No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong
You brought me
week.
here for this.
That's the wrong week. That's the wrong week. I'm sorry. I mean, this should have been a clue.
No, after the fact, after I'm already here. So, of all things, not that you have to pay total attention to me, but considering that on my new album, Horror Stories, out there everywhere, that I released a video and a whole ass song called Body Count, and you sure did. Oh, the fucking irony.
See, you know, the one I was in though was Had Her Like. The one you're talking about now, is that the one with the wigs? Is that the one we're talking about now?
I wear a lot of wigs.
Well, it was the one, oh my gosh, who was all in it? I'm pretty sure Watts was in that.
The one that you're thinking of, yes, it's that one.
See, but
you wasn't thinking about it.
I wasn't, but I know it. Peep how I know it. Peep how I know it.
Yeah.
Had I been in the video, it would have been different. But do you agree with?
So what's the question first? Because first we were talking about fucking on the first date, or are we talking about the body count?
We can take it in a 2 parts. How do you feel about sex on the first date?
First of all, I'm gonna school you to how women fuck this up for yourselves when it comes to sex on the first date. I was with my ex for the better part of 5 to 6 years. I definitely fucked on the first date, and I knew pretty much jack shit about her. In fact, we had never even talked on the phone until that day of. So it doesn't mean anything. Where women ruin this is when you go through all this extra shit about presenting yourself one way rather than just doing what you want to do. If you just do what you want to do, when I fucked, I didn't think anything different about her other than the fact that the night went cool. Why would I not just want to keep doing that? So she didn't, at least at that time, play herself in some way where it's like, oh, I never do this, that, and the third. Now, she was claiming celibate before, or that night, I should say. But still, I didn't give a shit, so it doesn't really matter. Just stop. Just double down on that shit. Just do what you want to do and stop being all extra. That's where y'all go wrong. Now, as far as body count, I don't really think about that because, I mean, I spent so many times back in the days of when I really met a real hoe and she just started giving me all this extra info. And this was pretty much first day too. I talked to her 2 weeks prior, went to go see her, and we hung out, went to the movies, and then went to a hotel after. She, for some reason, unsolicited, starts telling me stories about shit that she did with dudes in college. I'm like, why are you telling me this? But I respected the fact that she was just being all open about it, and I didn't really care. So I knew that she was a hoe, but it's like, look, just don't be a hoe when I'm around you or whatever. But I can't detail or, talk about what you've done before me because what you did before me is just that. So unless I'm just going to ask you all these interpersonal questions, I mean, it's not my business at this point.
See, for women, it's even if you don't care, you don't know how a man views that. And I can say, especially around maybe more so my age versus 10 years younger than me, those conversations went differently. It was a little more secretive if you had sex with someone on the first date. Now it's definitely more out there and open, but we also are different now. Everything is all over social media. People don't have a problem showing things that never would have been shown or couldn't be put on social media just 10 years ago. You probably really weren't getting away with that. So for women, it's how the guy views you. Like, even if you are absolutely interested in that person, but you just want to have sex with him on the first day, you don't know how he's going to take that. You don't know if he's going to take that as, oh, she just wants to have sex with me. She doesn't want anything else. And that's just how she is anyway with everyone. He's not even thinking it's just a me thing. More than likely, I'll go ahead and say not all men think that way, but it's so up in the air for women. We don't know how that gets received.
All right, can I give you some background outside of that? So even when she's telling me about all of the college shit, a couple things I left out that weren't really relevant until you said this. Mm-hmm. So when I first met her, it took a couple of days for her to, number one, admit, because she got introduced to me through one of my homeboys. So she admitted to me without prompting that she domed my homeboy, number one.
Okay.
And then two, this was actually before social media. Like I wasn't even on MySpace yet. So this was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what makes the difference in her feeling comfortable doing that then, and this is early 2000s versus currently.
I can say for me now, I care less, but I'm also older. My beliefs have changed. There's that. If you want to go ahead and put religion out there, like, I don't know, I'm not really with that anymore. So I don't judge myself in that way, but I never fully did though. So let me just drop that little tidbit. But yeah, sometimes you get older and you don't care less. Sometimes you're young and you already just don't care. But yeah, it's okay. I'll give a perfect example of how it varies for women versus for men. When Cardi and Megan had the WAP video and they performed it, everybody was like, why are you doing this? But y'all sitting here watching it. So it's like, it's okay when you want to look at it, but if they're putting it all out there, it might be a problem. I don't know. It's hard for women. It is. It absolutely is. We never know which way to go if you care. I'll put it that way. If you care, you don't know which way to go.
I mean, as a female, why don't females just get together and realize y'all have the pussy? So y'all can pretty much do what the fuck y'all want to do. And it's like, if you fuck somebody on the first date and be like, yeah, I fucked the old boy on the first date. What is motherfuckers gonna say? We can't believe you had sex on the first date. Be like, what the fuck what? Like, y'all have the pussy. If y'all just stop feeling like, oh, you know, I want to do this and it's based on what you think the guy's gonna think or anything, fuck what the guy think. You got the pussy. You making the decisions. Is he gonna get it the first night? Second night? 90 days? You decide. 90 days from now, you got the pussy. You are in fucking control. You control this shit. You just have to understand and take control of that shit to say, hey, listen, y'all give control to these men and be like, well, I don't want him to think. Why do you give a fuck? He's the one that's got to pursue you. He's got to go and take you out on a fucking move. You could be a complete fucking hoe and suck off 10 of his homeboys. And that 11th nigga that want to get his shit sucked too, you know, you'd be like, hey, you got to take me out on a date. You got to take me to the movies or something first. You'd be like, nah, ain't this a bitch. But he gonna take your ass to the motherfucking movie because he want to get his dick sucked. You are in fucking control, ladies.
Or he can just go to somebody that will. See, that's that iffy thing. And it also depends on what you want from that guy. Now, if you want anything actually serious, first of all, don't put him in that position of you got to do this in order to get this. Because for me, honestly, that's just kind of weird. But you could say no, and if he's not interested in you in that way, he's just gonna move on to somebody else.
I mean, and
I say let him, but you know.
I mean, listen. Let's be honest. If the person we talking about that knocked off 10 of your homeboys and you number 11, I mean, being taken serious really ain't gonna really happen anyway, unless you have to have a great personality.
I mean, when you be like mad though, like she probably didn't make them wait or do 90 days or anything.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, that's why we get pissed off, because females be 4 different people. Like, y'all done fucked every other nigga on the first date, then you get to this dude and be like, you know, I'm looking for this, that, and third. Bitch, no, you're not, because I know you're here because of referrals. You got referred because of some other niggas told me how good the mouth was, and I want to see how good the mouth is. Now you sit up here telling me I gotta take you to fucking Ruth Chris. I gotta sit up here and take you to fucking wait 90 days. Why am I waiting 90 fucking days? They had you waiting 90 fucking days and be still fucking somebody else. Somebody, one of the other homeboys be like, hey man, I just left the old girl's house. He'd be like, this bitch got me waiting 90 fucking days.
Cause you special.
Man, I don't ever want to be as special. Treat me like the rest of these sluts.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm telling y'all for a fact, that is how women think. Remember what I was saying, you never know how he's gonna view that, and if you want to treat that situation differently, then more than likely you are gonna make him wait. But if everybody was just adults about it, we just have a conversation about it and go on about our business.
Yeah, but y'all don't. So y'all constantly playing y'all.
Guilty.
Because I'm just saying, I've definitely been on both sides of that shit where I know the one homeboy was like all in the, he was all in homegirl's DMs, or he like all in her pictures and shit. Like nice this, that, and the third, and like buttering her up. And I had to go. I'm like, you know, I'm fucking her, right? Like, bruh, like, I don't know what you're doing, but
it ain't working.
Just understand that I'm smashing and I didn't do none of that. So and he kind of kept doing it or whatever. But I mean, I don't know what she was telling him. But then at the same time, I've been on the other side where it's like, I know somebody and she telling me like, yeah, you know, at least take me to dinner first, blah, blah, blah. But then she start fucking the homeboy, and I know goddamn well he ain't taking her out to shit.
Do y'all see taking a female out to dinner or something like that, especially if it's stated you got to do this first, is like a different form of prostitution?
Yeah, it is.
It is, yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with y'all, especially if you tell somebody you have to take me to dinner or a movie first before I like. See, but I already said like that's just weird to me. Like what? That is like another definition of prostitution.
It's a whole lot of different types of prostitution that females just don't want to admit. I feel like females should be more open about prostitution. Like, I think it should definitely be more females out here to be like, look, I'm not gonna fuck you unless you give me $50. And then because niggas will be like, I will give you the 50. It's niggas out here that will just give you the $100. Like, stop making these dudes take you out to these restaurants and these dates. And I just want to get out the house and then, baby, take the money. Your bills is past due. Take the goddamn money. You already know what you
when
need.
I said this before, you told me I was wrong. You thought I forgot? When I said it before, because who did we have on the show before?
Mookie?
Yup. We had him on the show like a couple years ago when he said that, and I repeated it, and you told me I was wrong.
Go back and look at the show and see what I said exactly.
I will, because you know I'm gonna find it.
Go back and look, because
I feel like if you're the type of female that's okay with that, then go for it. The sex business has been around for a long ass time, and it's not going anywhere. All it does is evolve with the times. We saw what happened in 2020. We go OnlyFans, even though there's free porn everywhere. For some reason, that one-on-one interaction, I know would go with OnlyFans, is what people got into. Plus, it was also new. I don't judge women that do that because that's your business. What's that got to do with it?
I'm gonna say this about OnlyFans. You need to understand something that's very important, and I think it was in a movie. You know, it's not about porn being free. It's about who's in that porn. Like, if this is a female that I know, like, if you grew up with a female and she stayed across the street and you find out she fucking on camera and she got 30 videos of her sucking dick, you want to see that. The people that's on Pornhub, I don't know none of them. This cool, it's nice or whatever. But if my old school teacher is getting fucked in the ass, I would pay to see this because I know her. She taught me math. I'm gonna pay to see that. This free shit, I don't know none of them motherfuckers.
Interesting. So it's just a different level of porn if you know the person that's in the video.
Yes.
Good. I understand that.
Yes. When you have a timeline and somebody be like, hey, you know old girl getting exposed, everybody runs to see old girl getting exposed on that video because she's on our timeline. We remember her talking about certain things. We remember her talking about her exes and all this other shit. And, you know, these hoes ain't got no respect for themselves. But whoop-de-doo, here we go. It's a video of you and 3 niggas. We only know it's 3 niggas. One nigga's holding the camera and he's walking around the goddamn room. 2 other niggas is cramming you. I'm gonna watch this shit.
All right. I'm gonna pause y'all there.
I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm just saying
because we got the 30 minutes.
No, that's where my timer was going. But I figured something out. I like this.
Oh boy. Well, that's a good place to stop part 1 of season 1, episode 5, joined by our guest Vigatron. We're gonna stop right here and then catch part 2 later.